this boils over with all the stuff I can't stand about how we look at these cases. Man gets acquitted.
Hockey player gets acquitted.
Celebrity gets acquitted. So a former Vancouver Canuck,
it's always a travesty when a man gets acquitted.
has been found not guilty of sexual assault. Okay?
Oh, the horror.
Some readers may find details in this story disturbing. So this person was acquitted on sexual assault charge, and it shows, this is how it's reported. The high bar set for women who come forward with criminal complaints, lawyers and advocates say.
Yeah.
You mean
lawyers?
You mean
lawyers
proof beyond a reasonable doubt?
Lawyers and advocates say, not just advocates, but lawyers say that an acquittal shows that sexual assault victims, presumed victims, even though he's acquitted, can't get justice in the justice system.
A jury of 8 men and 4 women found this person not guilty following a week-long trial that hinged primarily on different accounts between the athlete and the complainant of a 2017 encounter. Unfortunately, what this trial and this verdict does, it confirms what so many victims are afraid of when they come forward, said somebody, executive director of Battered Women's Support Services in Vancouver. At the same time, McDougall said, I said her name, it's amazing how many survivors do actually come forward to share.
She wants her name in the news, that's fine.
Do actually come forward to share their cases and want to give evidence and seek to have the criminal justice system be a measure of justice. The woman, who cannot be named due to a publication ban, testified during a trial. She verbally and physically resisted this person's advances in a hotel room in 2017. The accused unexpectedly took the stand. Really?
I know. I couldn't believe when they said unexpectedly.
Dude, we call our clients in every single case. Like over 2,000, 3,000 cases we've defended. I don't think I've ever not called the client except in 5 cases.
Because then there's only one version of events. Like, it's called he said, she said for a reason. There has to be a he said.
The person who was acquitted, God forbid, said
unexpectedly.
The complainant never raised any concerns and was enthusiastically a participant. There is no corroborating independent evidence of either person.
Not required.
Right. One of the things that we've seen through this trial is the very high degree of bravery that you have to have if you're a victim of a crime to come forward to testify and give your version of events about everything what happened to you, because the difficulty of cross-examination. It's unfortunate that our legal system puts victims through this process.
I get what she's saying. Yeah. Okay, I get it.
Okay.
So what she's saying is victims come forward thinking they don't understand the burden of proof, so they're coming forward thinking they'll just be believed. But then we hear the other thing. The problem is that we hear the other thing in the news all the time, that nobody comes forward because they don't believe they're going to be believed. That's why I was confused by it, because there's like, I don't know, it's like there's so many reasons why real victims don't come forward, but I just don't think that it plays a role in the way they make their decisions.
Okay, so this is why we're raising this in this segment of our podcast. This brings out all the myths, in my opinion, about how we should deal with sexual assault cases. Okay, so what this essentially says is because there's an acquittal, the criminal justice system failed the victim. Okay, and that it's such a high standard to meet, such a high bar for conviction. Yeah, because that's a democracy. We have proof beyond a reasonable doubt, the presumption of innocence. That's very important.
Not just in democracy, but it understands, because a lot of people haven't been to jail, so they think it's a timeout. Like I remember in the Gameshi thing, somebody saying, "Oh, that would just be a timeout." They don't understand what the importance of taking somebody's liberty away. Taking somebody's liberty away is a serious thing. Met guys who break into tears spending one single night in jail.
Just being charged is a life-altering event, okay? Which will never be erased. Because we did a podcast on there's always a record. It doesn't go away.
I know.
Okay? But here's the thing. This brings out all the badness about this movement. Our criminal justice system is not about victims being able to be believed.
Right.
We don't have that, and there's good reason for that. We need due process. We need
It's about accused
presumption of innocence.
It's about accused people having the right
Proof beyond a reasonable doubt. Are we, based upon the commentary that came out in this case, are we supposed to create a different standard in sexual assault cases? Okay. High burden for victims of sexual assault to meet. Therefore, we lower the threshold. But in f***ing murder cases, fraud cases, domestic assault cases, it's proof beyond a reasonable doubt. Is that what we're saying? Really? Is that what we're saying? Don't look to the criminal justice system to make you feel good.
It's not therapy.
It's not therapy. Don't look at the criminal justice system to be a mechanism to just endorse an allegation.